that some busboy placed the silverware on your table and he already touched it?
I am, and so, you know, even though I know that it's not as clean as they could be, I'm always cleaning them myself. Like, I ask for a glass of water so that way
dip them in it.
I can clean them down myself. It's I don't know what it is. It's horrible. It's horrible. And now I've passed it on to other people, because now when I go out, if I'm with my fiance or something, I'm like, go wash your hands, go do this. Or my daughter, it's the same thing. It's horrible.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being clean, though.
Yeah, but
that's a little out of control.
She really does have an OCD form of it, though, because not wanting to touch the rail on the subway, the handrail, I understand that.
That makes sense.
Nobody should touch that.
Right.
That is foul and disgusting. But worrying about the cleanliness of freshly washed silverware,
right?
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you ever consider just buying a box of rubber gloves?
Yeah, I should do that, right? Thanks a lot, guys.
Wow, she's gonna help keep Playtex in business.
Nice.
Wow, and Chuck was kidding about that.
Yeah.
He was joking.
I was joking.
I thought you were gonna say plastic silverware, the knives and forks.
Yeah, well, there are people that do that. They bring their own silverware to places because they're too afraid to eat off of the silverware in the restaurant.
What was the Nicholson movie there where he brings his own silverware to the restaurant?
As good as it gets.
Oh,
Good as it
right,
gets.
right, and he has to unwrap the soap.
And he couldn't walk on the cracks in the ground, and the dog was the same way. That was what was the coolest thing about the movie. The dog wouldn't walk on the cracks either.
Mike, you're on with the radio chick.
Hey, CBC.
Hey.
I have one. I don't know if it's obsessive compulsive, but every time I go to a restaurant, I always have to adjust the silverware and condiments, straighten them up, and
Oh, you got to put them in an order.
yeah, it's every time. And if somebody's with me, I'll straighten up their silverware too.
What is the order?
It just has to be nice and neat, and
lined
even
up?
with the opposite side.
You know, they call that Martha Stewartitis.
So wait a minute, Mike. You do it with the other person who's dining with you as well?
Yeah,
Does that ever annoy the other person? Have you ever had anyone say, "Hey, leave my silverware alone"?
Not really annoyed, but they all laugh at me.
Now, once you get started, all right, you line everything up so it's perfectly aligned and everything's nice and neat. Now, let's say I'm eating with you, Mike, and I take the knife to put butter on my bread, and then I put it down, and it's not in the place that you originally arranged it. Does that bother you?
As long as it's like put on the plate nicely, like in a nice fashion. It's weird. It freaks me out.
That's pretty funny.
Well, at least he recognizes that it's an issue for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you a single guy, Mike?
No, I have a girlfriend.
What, and how does, because I'm just picturing Mike on a date, you know, and he's like rearranging her silverware.
Exactly.
How do you?
Well, the girlfriend's used to it, so.
She is. Eesh. Now, that can be kind of weird.
That's a weird one, but thank you, Mike. Here's a few others. Brian says, my OCD is writing down a girl's name. Whenever I write a letter or an email and seal it or send, I think I put down the wrong name. I have to open it and check it again and again.
That's called OC dog. See.
Jay writing in, I have a chapstick obsession. I must have a tube of it on me at all times. If I leave the house without it, I have to turn around, go home, and get it, or pick up another new one. I can't be without it, and I must use it at least 25 times a day.
See, what they don't realize is chapstick has heroin in it. People don't know. I'm the same way, though.
I thought it was a gay thing. I thought he always needs to keep the lips moist and soft for any encounters.
Oh, my goodness. You just never know who you're going to be kissing.
Give me Jay here, would you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was going to read in some feedback, but talk to Jay first.
Jay, you're on with the radio chick.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey.
I got to tell you, I must touch my hand 700 times a day to make sure that my wallet is there. I'm always afraid that I'm losing my wallet. People must think I'm crazy.
Jay, is it OCD, or are you just extending an invitation for gay sex?
I definitely
Like the
think
big swollen-ass monkeys.
Right, you're not just touching, you're rubbing, you're displaying, you're wiggling. We know, Jay.
Please come over for gay sex.
As you can see, the female's inflamed ass means she's ready for sex.
Jill, you're on with the radio chick.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, Jill.
My thing is that I'll pack up kids' lunch, whether I'm packing them lunch that day or money for lunch. I'll make sure I put the juice in, I put the sandwich, and I put the chips in. Zip it up, put it with their backpack. Oh, did I put the sandwich in? Unzip it. Oh, did I put the juice in? I'm zipping and unzipping their lunch bag probably 5 or 6 times.
Wow.
Make sure every single thing is in there for them. And I know, as I'm putting it in, I'm saying, okay, I put the juice in. Okay, now the sandwich is going in. But I'm never quite sure, so It's a whole procedure every morning for them.
See, that's not OCD. I believe we call that the beginning stages of Alzheimer's.
You think so?
God.
Seriously? I mean, she's just forgetful, right?
No, well, I think that's part of OCD.
that is part of it.
You just check something, but something in your mind makes you unsure if it was done properly. Jill, how many times will you check the kid's lunch before you let it run free?
It's got to be at least 5 times, and I'm stating it as I'm doing it. All right, juice box is in. Okay, tips are in, but right before they're going out the door, wait a minute, let me check your lunch, and it's just...
You know how my mom would solve that problem? Pack your own goddamn lunch. Get your own bologna sandwich and apple and juice box. Pack your own. Jill, have you ever packed it and forgotten anything? No.
Never.
Right.
Of course not.
I've never,
Wow.
never ever done it, and I'll say to myself, this is ridiculous. Don't open that lunchbox again. But
You're telling
there I go,
yourself,
opening that
oh my
lunchbox
God.
again.
Wow.
As you're unzipping it, you're telling yourself not to open it, but yet you open it anyway.
Now, what
That's right.
happens if there's a snow day and school is delayed? So you've packed the lunch early, and now it has to sit on the counter staring at you, calling your name.
Taunting.
Right.
It's happened, and I guess just put it in the fridge, and now it's ready. Hopefully, I won't open it again until they actually do leave the house.
Jill, is there juice in me or not?
Jill, give the kids a couple of bucks each. Tell them to buy a friggin' hot lunch.
I'm going to take some of these suggestions. I like the one about let them pack up their own lunch. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, they're old enough now. Of course, they'll be packing scooter pies and, candy.
Exactly.
I hate to mention the obvious here, but have you ever tried to just have a little checklist and check things off as you put them in, and then you would only have to refer to the list?
Yeah, then
I
you
never thought of that, but that's a good idea. Oh,
Yeah.
one other thing I want to say, I'm a new listener, but I'm friendly with someone named Joel from White Plains. He was Save the Chick Joel, I think.
yeah.
Yes,
SaveTheChick.com.
Yes, Joel mobilized everyone when we were fired.
Yeah.
Right, we live in the same community, and he told me he was an avid listener, and I started listening to the show, and I have to tell you, I love it.
Oh, thanks, Jill.
Well, great.
That's fantastic.
Thanks a lot.
Just for that, a free year supply of kid-sized checks for you.
Exactly. Now, here's another OCD for you. Be compulsive about telling all your friends.
Yes, that's one we applaud around
That's
here.
one you can do. Do you ever listen to a radio check? You should listen to a radio check. You ever listen? I listen. Do you listen? I think you should listen to the radio check.
I think I'll check your radio. Is your radio set to 1027? How about your car radio?
Definitely.
As a matter of fact, that OCD might wind up winning you some money at some point in the very near future.
Yeah.
Rob, you're on with the radio check.
Hi, how are you? I got a real weird one for you.
Yeah.
I worked in retail for a long time, and every time I go into a store that's retail-oriented, I catch myself, like, pulling things to the front of the shelf or just making sure everything's all lined up and it looks nice for the other customers that are in the store.
Wait a minute, you don't work there, but you become the stock boy?
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. That's kind of like what I do. Like, I need to neaten. I tell you, no offense, Chuck, but every day I look at your desk and I go, God damn, I'd love to help him neaten that thing up, because it is it looks like yours ain't much better, but it looks like a bomb hit your. You have newspapers from 6 months ago on your desk.
Everything is.
I know that, and I respect that, and a lot of people work that way, and that's cool. But it makes me insane. I always feel like I need to keep everything in my area neat enough, even if it's not my stuff. You know what I mean? I feel like it's being heaped on me.
So, Butch, would you say that if somebody were to go into your little area there, your desk, and move things around, would it drive you insane?
Yeah, well, I would have to rearrange it. I'd have to fix it back the way it was.
Oh, man.
Good
yeah.
to know.
Absolutely.
That was my dad. My dad would do that.
Well, obviously didn't pass that on.
Nah, no. Maybe that's why I rebel. If you touched anything on his desk, he knew exactly that it was moved. You know, he always knew when somebody had touched anything on his desk. My desk, I don't care. I might find a human head in my desk. You never know.
Now, there's a game I realize that you were about to do a little bit on me and taunt me a little bit, but there's a game to play. Hide something on Chuck's desk and see how long it takes someone to find that particular item.
Yeah.
I mean, not in the drawers or anything, on top of the desk.
Yeah.
It'll take you.
Oh, you could be looking. Oh my God! Look, that's my virginity. Oh, let me keep looking. You know. That's where I lost it. Oh my goodness.
Maria? Oh, we lost Maria there, Butch. 212-757-1027 is the number. Raul, you're on with the radio check.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
You guys rule.
Thanks.
Mine stems from an experience 10 years ago where I was running down the subway, and on the handrail, my hand slid over the nastiest, putrid, rotten urine imaginable.
A pee-pee pole?
Yes, and it stunk so bad. that from that moment on, I have never, ever touched anything on a subway or on a bus, anything resembling a pole.
Well, how do you ride the subway? You must get jostled all over?
If I can't, I'll lean on the wall, or if I can't sit.
Yeah, you're one of those dickheads who keeps bumping into me every time the train pulls out of the station.
I drive to work now.
Oh, you don't ride the subway anymore?
No, he can't stand it.
Wow, he can't even go down there.
No, it's horrible. I mean, let me tell you. And you know, the people were like looking at me. And bear in mind, this happened over 10 years ago.
And it's still stuck with you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's pretty traumatic. I mean, I would be pretty freaked out about that.
Yeah, that's more like TSS, a traumatic stress syndrome.
Yes.
Let me go, guys. I want to go listen to myself.
Enjoy that, Raul.
Yeah, hurry up, Raul.
hurry up.
You may miss it.
Shacklehead. Hey, Robert De Niro writing in, I have verbal OCD. I can't stop repeating myself at least 3 times in a sentence.
How many times I got to tell you?
Yeah, where is that? That was supposed to be.
That's why I did it for you.
How about this one?
I heard some things. I heard things, Joey.
Yeah, you heard that I cracked Salvi all around. What'd you hear?
Joey. I heard things.
What things you heard?
I heard some things.
Hey, you heard things.
How many times I gotta tell you?
Things.
Mike, you're on with the radio chick.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
I think I had an ACD, and I actually got rid of it.
No, you're confusing. It's either OCD or ACDC.
Oh,
right, exactly. I think I had an ACDC. I loved their first album. That was good. Then it kind of went downhill.
What happened, Mike?
I couldn't go out without having my shades on top of my head and a stopwatch. I had this Marlboro stopwatch.
What's a stopwatch for?
I don't know. I just if I ever left home without it, I would feel it would be the equivalent of being like naked to me. I would feel totally like not. It's hard to explain, but like I just felt like I was just out with nothing on. I felt like I needed to have those things on, and the batteries even fell out of the stopwatch, and I was still wearing it.
Oh, so you never actually used a stopwatch?
Yeah.
No, not
just
really.
there for accessorizing.
He's walking around looking like George
needed
Hamilton at a track meet. Shades on his head and a stopwatch.
It actually sounds a little more like Dwayne Wayne.
Wow, you would just have a broken stopwatch around your neck.
Yeah, it broke after
like a
about
busted-ass Flavor Flav.
Wow, that is weird. That is a
strange.
No, this is really stupid what you're doing.
Who said
I stopped doing it.
Oh, who told you it was stupid?
Myself.
Oh, you talked
I
yourself.
just realized, you know.
Very good.
I think that's the real crazy part, that you talk to yourself.
Oh, no, I talk to myself all the time.
I know you do.
Well,
I'm my own best friend.
Yeah.
Actually, I've heard you yell at yourself.
Yes, I do that.
I've heard you do that, too.
Right, and I think you think you're yelling at me, but I've already left the room. I'm not having any of it.
No, I yell at myself. I'm as hard on myself as I am on you, chick, if that makes you feel better.
That is so funny because, you know, I've seen Butchie at the desk, and then all of a sudden, now my back is turned, right? So, and all of a sudden I'll hear, "Goddamn dumbass," and I'll look up and I'm like, "Damn, man, I ain't say nothing."
What did I
do? And then I realize he's talking to him.
I am. I'm talking to myself. Very unhappy with myself these days. I really need to whip myself into shape. I'm going to have a long talk after the show with myself. Yes. Myself and I are going to have a deep discussion.
Good to know.
Yes.
I'll be sure to miss that. Lisa, you're on with the radio chick.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hey.
I have a real funny one. Actually, for some reason, I can't have sex without taking a shower right before. So even if I'm intimate with someone and we're right in the middle of it, I have to...
Oh, God, what a fool I've been.
Harry Connick Jr., Rade Sherbasia, and Robert Pastorelli star in a world premiere movie event that Newsweek calls the most moving musical yet.
How's it possible to feel so strongly about someone I just met?
Based on the award-winning musical that won 9 Tonys, the Pulitzer Prize, and the Academy Award.
I love you, Nellie. Will you marry me?
An ABC original production, South Pacific, tonight on ABC.
An ABC world premiere movie event. Rogers and Hammerstein, South Pacific, tonight at 8 on ABC 7.
A Cintas uniform says a whole lot about who you are. Say you have a production facility. With Cintas uniforms, you'll attract workers dedicated to professionalism and quality assurance. Take away the uniforms, and you'll get a bunch of disgruntled workers betting on who'll be the first to leave. Or say you've got a heating and cooling business. Offer Cintas uniforms, and you'll get a master of comfort and climate control. Without them, you'll get a guy who can't tell a vent from a hole in the wall. Fact is, our uniforms help employees feel more professional. which makes your business a lot more attractive. You can set up a uniform program that includes pickup, cleaning, and delivery. For a free catalog, call 1-800-CINTAS-1 or visit Cintas.com. Attract a first-rate staff. Call Cintas today.
Hi, I'm Phil Sims for Cintas. I know how important it is to have star players on your team, and uniforms from Cintas can help you attract the stars. So call Cintas at 1-800-CINTAS-1. Cintas, the uniform people.
Come in. Ah, Mr. Linderman, please have a seat. Mr. Linderman, Jenkins & Jenkins is prepared to double your current salary, offer you a very generous 20% sign-on bonus, some healthy stock options, a company car, as well as a hot little recreational vehicle, 6 weeks paid vacation, and we'll even throw in the summer cottage overlooking the ocean.
Well, I don't know. Let me think about it. I'll have to get back to you.
Huh?
Waiting for something better to come along? That's like waiting for the New York Lotto jackpot to get bigger before buying a ticket. Come on, New York. What are you waiting for? This week's Lotto jackpot could make you a millionaire. What's the matter? Couldn't use an extra few million? For New York Lottery winning results, call 976-2020 in the 212-718-516 and 914 area codes. All calls are 40 cents a minute. 976-2020, the official lottery number.
Schmedley, get in here.
What is it, sir?
I was going through the employee suggestion box, and I found one from you. What in the world is EPIX, E-P-I-X?
Oh, I was suggesting that we consider joining EPIX.
And why would we do that?
Well, as you know, sir, the staff wants better benefits like health, dental, vision, and a 401k plan.
Yes, and your point is?
You know how you're always complaining about workers' comp and the time you waste on administrative hassles. Well, sir, EPIX can handle all that for you.
Dream on, Schmedley. It must cost a fortune.
No, sir. Take a look at the EPIX website. They're one of the country's leading professional employer organizations. With tens of thousands of employees, EPIX can give us the buying power of a major corporation. They call it the power of many.
Less hassles, big business benefits. How do we sign up?
For a no-cost, no-obligation analysis of how EPIX can help your business, visit their website at epixweb.com. That's EPIXWEB.com. Or call 800-260-6663.
Now, Schmed, let's talk about that promotion.
So you're trying to live a healthier lifestyle. It isn't easy. You love to eat. Just the thought of food makes your mouth water. So what are you going to do? Start eating healthier next month? Here's fantastic news. Start your healthier lifestyle today and still enjoy great tasting real food. All you have to do is go to ShopRite, head to the deli department, and ask for Black Bear European-style deli meats. Black Bear deli meats are made from old world recipes. The taste and flavor are second to none. Many varieties of Black Bear deli meats exceed the USDA and FDA standards for healthy foods. These Black Bear deli meats are made from recipes that demand the highest quality, hand-trimmed lean beef, ham, chicken, and turkey that are low in fat, cholesterol, and sodium. Black Bear deli meats never contain fillers, artificial color, or flavors, and never any MSG. Thanks to the folks at ShopRite, now you don't have to wait to eat healthier and enjoy great-tasting deli meats. Start eating healthier today. Black Bear European-style deli meats are sold exclusively at ShopRite.
Howard, by Opie and Anthony. Owned by Infinity Broadcasting. This is 102.7 WNEW, New York. It's the Radio Chick on 102.7 WNEW.
Inflatable woman, nothing much inside. Inflatable woman, she's my blow-up bride. I picked her up at a discount store. I took her home and threw her on the floor. She looked at me with that vacant stare. I could tell she was my kind of air-headed woman. I'm gonna make her mine. She's practically human, as close as I could find. Inflatable woman.
102.7 WNEW. I'm the Radio Chick. Good morning, everyone. 212-757-1027 is our number. Our new theme song. 877-692-1027 is the toll-free. And good morning, everyone, on the instant feedback at WNEW.com. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Leslie.
Does it sound a little like Butchie singing?
Yeah, it kind of does.
I wish I could sing like this.
Serenade it.
Good morning, Richie.
Good morning. Right off the bat here, Radio Chick. We've been very neglectful of this little promotion. And we're getting good prizes now, so let's just do this right away. The bribe at 9.
Bribe at 9.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make it real easy. This week we've got tickets to a performance at B.B. King's Blues Club. And I will tell you the name of the guy, but I want you to tell me what made him famous, the group he was with first. That'll be our question. So first caller with the correct answer here will win a pair of tickets to see the fabulous Fee Waybill. Fee Waybill, Monday, April 2nd, which is next Monday, right?
Okay.
Week from today, Fee Waybill at B.B. King Blues Club. Just tell me what band he played with, what made him famous.
I know.
I know you know, but you're not eligible.
You can't win, Chuck. 212-757-1027. If you know the answer to that, we'll give that away right away.
Yeah, we don't necessarily have to take that on the air. That's fine. And we'll have tickets for this show all week long in this 9 o'clock hour, roughly probably at the start of the show, depends.
Okay, thanks for listening to us when we start at 9. Bless you.
Thank you.
That's a little reward for you.
Hey,
we're very excited. A little later in the show, we're going to be telling you about something called the Chick Crusade.
Yeah.
I won't say much about it now, except that...
It's big! God damn it, it's big!
It is big. Yes, and
stop screaming.
A devoted listener or listeners will win. Not has a chance to, but will win a prize of $10,000 cash.
Damn right, baby. We're talking 10,000 simoleons. That's right. You know how many hookers and cocaine I can buy you? Do you know?
It finally pays to be a devoted listener of the show.
That's right. If you're a devoted listener of the show, this is your chance to walk out with 10 grand in cash in your pocket.
We'll give you the details of that a little later, but we're very, very excited about that.
Yeah.
Well, I think the first order of business, Chuck, will be to go to the Oscars last night.
Yeah.
You want to talk to Dave real quick?
Okay, David, you're on with the Radio Chick.
Hi.
Hi.
Fee Waybill was in the tubes.
Yes, he was. You're a winner. Congratulations.
Oh.
I hope you have next Monday available because you're going to B.B. King Blues Club to see the Tubes.
David sounded like he just completed a sex act there. Didn't he?
Only to you, honey.
All right, so let's go to the Oscars. Yes. Okay, last night. In my mind, there were only really 2 or 3 big moments at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Viewing of Jennifer Lopez's thinly veiled breasts, I'd say, was one of them, where pretty much everything was visible.
I see your dirty pillows. Breasts, Mama. They're called breasts.
And Bob Dole popping wood at the sight of Britney Spears in a Pepsi ad.
That was great.
Yeah, I would say those are the highlights of last night's Oscars.
Bob Dole's pen is erect.
Everything else was fairly predictable. Jennifer Lopez certainly was virtually topless. You've heard of virtually spotless?
Yeah.
She was virtually topless. Her nips were sticking out so far I thought she would break the glass on my television screen. It was like 3D television.
It was 3D, baby. And I'm not talking about dimensions.
No. They were so prominent that while she was on stage, I think she was announcing Best Song.
Yeah, Best Song.
Yeah, the cameramen were instructed clearly to shoot her only from the neck up.
Yep.
Yeah, she was the only one who was given such a tight shot.
Well, the reason why they did that was because Steve Martin hung his jacket on her nipples.
Now, some people are complaining this morning that the dress was bad for her. It did nothing for her. It ruined, I don't know, it ruined the attraction that Jennifer Lopez has for a bunch of guys. And I myself was very surprised to hear this because I always thought, as far as you guys were concerned, if breasts were showing, it was a good outfit.
That works for me.
It works for me, but also, too, it was an inappropriate type of thing.
Stop it.
I must say.
I'm shocked. That's coming out of you, Chuck?
Yes, I was a bit put off by her, her choice of raiment, I must say.
Pussy loser.
I thought that she should have showed a bit more decorum.
No kidding.
And a bit more ass.
Well, I guess she finally figured out how to get people to stop talking about her ass.
There you go. This did it.
Yeah, she'll show her nips.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if anybody else thought it was bad for her. In other words, unflattering.
No.
I don't know if it was unflattering. It was I thought they were nice. They were okay, but they weren't like
they weren't.
Remember when Madonna?
They weren't spectacular.
Yeah, they weren't spectacular.
Yeah.
Remember when Madonna did the see-through thing. She had that like chain thing or whatever, and you could basically see her breasts.
Yes.
But she was in such good shape, and her breasts were so fantastic that for some reason it looked all right, but it was sexy.
Yeah.
That dress was like really classy, but it was like almost like, you know, wow, you're a whore in a classy dress.
Was that it, or was it that the breasts were disappointing in some fashion?
And also, too, I think her breasts were not all that great, that that you should be throwing them off. I mean, they were okay.
Whatever she was showing in the Versace dress,
that was awesome.
You know, practically propelled her into superstardom. That one dress alone. Forget the music, forget the movie she'd made, just wearing that dress.
Right.
Put her into another stratosphere. But that dress was glued to her nipple area, and it showed mostly cleavage. This was just kind of a sheer, almost like the sheerest possible curtain hung over her boobs.
I see your teton. That's basically what this was.
Right.
You know?
And I heard people complaining about it. I'm shocked.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it was... You know what it is? She already went there. She went there last year, and she couldn't top that. Now what you do is you go the opposite way. You know what I mean? You come out like in, I don't know, fully covered, mummified, you know, wrapped from head to toe, you know, and you look good doing that way.
Yeah, or show ass crack.
Right, or go with the backless look and show a little ass cleavage. That would have worked for me.
Let me take a couple calls here. 212-757-1027. Eddie, you're on with the radio check.
Hey, CBC, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Eddie.
I agree with you 100%. I think the mystique of Jennifer Lopez was ruined last night.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just questioning that. I was under the impression that if boobs show, you guys like it.
Well, not necessarily. You know what? Before last night, I would have agreed with you, but seeing her boobs did nothing for me.
You mind if I ask Eddie a quick question?
Go ahead.
Are you gay?
I don't mind, Butch. Go ahead.
You stepped over it, dumbass.
Are you gay?
No, stepped over it again. One more time.
Are you gay?
No.
No, okay.
Well, what was the problem, Eddie? Was
Long way
that
to go.
the dress was too revealing,
Well,
or that
it wasn't only the dress,
breasts,
chick.
The
it was
breasts
also
were not
her
appealing.
whole look. I thought she just didn't look good last night.
She looked a little too dark.
No, too dark.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way. Like too overly made up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She had like some kind of tan going. I don't know if it's a real tan or like.
It's a real tan.
It was.
She is Puerto Rican.
It was too much though. It was.
No, I liked it.
Maybe it was the way the light was hitting her or something, but it was too distracting.
Yeah, I liked it.
Tasty, Butch. I thought she looked like she had like just clobbed all over her face.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You mean like she had that shiny look?
Yeah,
exactly.
I know what you're talking about.
All right, now this is incredible. Vegeta, who is a guy.
Vegeta.
Right, a regular here on the instant feedback. That's why I know he's a guy.
Has lost all credibility talking about women with a name like Vegeta. I'm sorry.
No doubt.
No offense.
Well, Vegeta writes, I'm sorry, but the camera focusing on J-Lo, I couldn't stop looking at her ears, thinking, damn, those ears are huge.
Yeah, she's got
That makes sense for Vegeta.
Her ears.
Yeah, right, Eddie. Suddenly you don't seem so gay after Vegeta's comments.
Yeah.
All right, guys, got to go. Listen, as a quick aside, I haven't spoken since you've been back, and I just want you to know I'm very happy that you're back.
Well, thank you, Eddie.
Thanks, Eddie.
We're happy to be back.
Geez, now I feel bad about the gay comment. Not really.